Capricorn, what's up, my friends? This is Kara, and you found me at Tarot Just Because, and I'm back to do your reading for July 16th through the 31st of 2017. So this reading is going to be for everyone with their Ascendant Sun or Moon in the sign of Capricorn. You can also check out this video if you have Venus in Capricorn or your 7th house, which is your relationship house. I'm doing another love spread, but just a little bit different kind of love spread this time. We're doing a manifestation spread. So where are we now and how can we get to where we want to be? That's what we're going to be looking at. And I have itchies coming in already. So this is going to be good. Usual business out of the way. If you would like to book a private reading with me, my email is in the description box below. It's caralou32@gmail.com. There is also a list of my prices, so you don't need to ask me how much does it cost. It's all right there for you. And there is also going to be a link to my PayPal account. So here is how personal and private readings work. Shoot me an email. Tell me you're interested. We agree on a date and time. As soon as you submit your payment for the duration of reading that you would like, then your appointment time is secured. So the quicker we can do this email exchange, the better, because the appointment time slots do remain available until someone has submitted payment for them. So they're first come, first booked, guys. All right, so thank you to everyone who has booked a private reading with me in the last couple of months. I've really enjoyed reading for all of you. You're kick-ass. Thank you to everyone who is a subscriber, returning subscriber. What's up? You guys know Capricorn. I love you guys. I do. I love reading for you guys. If you're new to my channel, hello. Thank you for checking me out, and I hope you enjoy your reading. What else? If anybody is willing or interested in time-stamping the video and letting everyone else know when the actual reading starts because they don't want to listen to me prattle on, which I realize I do tend to do, but deal with it. It's a free reading. Love you. But if anybody's willing to timestamp, thank you so much. And for those of you that are watching, please comment to your timestamper and tell them thank you. Show some love, okay? We're a very loving community. We share the love, spread the love, and show the love. So please do that. All right. So for your love manifestation reading for July 16th through the 31st, I'm using the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Here's kind of what they look like. Awesome cards. Awesome cards. Very different than the traditional Rider-Waite. So if you hear me talking about it and you see a card or a suit that you recognize and I'm giving you a completely different message, that's why. And also because I generally don't go by the book entirely. I've read the books, I get all of it, whatever, but I don't go by it entirely. We are also doing an overall piece of advice from the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. And there's the back side of it in case you're interested in that. For those of you who have been with me from the very beginning, the Mystic Dreamer is back. I'm not doing an oracle card for an overall piece of advice because we do what we want here at Tarot Just Because. So, all right, Capricorn, let's take a look at where we're starting from. Okay, this is manifestation spread, but we do have to start with, well, we have to start at the very beginning. Where are we now? So we have the Knave of Chalices here. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces could be somebody that you're dealing with, could have a lot of water in your chart. Doesn't matter. It's just the energy surrounding you and what's going on with you at this particular time. So this is a person, be it you or someone else, who wants to, and I want to say for this love manifestation reading, this is not geared toward specifically single or coupled people. This is anyone and everyone. So you take the messages that come through. This is all about what you want to manifest, okay? So it doesn't matter what position we're in life. This is going to pertain to whatever you specifically want to manifest. And so if you're coupled or single, you kind of need to read between the lines a little bit with me. Work with me here. Leave comments, ask questions if you want to. But this guy would really like to, he would like to move forward in an emotional nature. So we're talking about love. He'd like to move forward in love. He'd like to make an offer of love. But the problem that he's facing right now, and we'll get to your challenge here, but there is a challenge in this card in and of itself. So we got some challenges in this reading. The problem is that he is basing his offers, his forward movement, and everything on information from the past, information that he has collected from the past. And why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't we want to learn from our mistakes? Of course we would want to. The deal is that he needs to be a little more open-minded. When we only take information from the past with us into the future, and then we close ourselves off from being open-minded, we are missing opportunities to move forward in more productive directions. Okay, it's not all about what you've learned from the past, my practical little billy goats. It's not all about that. Okay, so this is where we're starting from. We want to move forward. This is good. We have the desire, but we need to be a little bit more open-minded. Okay, it's not all about what you know. All right, and so what do we actually want to move forward to? Okay, that's our next card here, and this one gets a clarifier, because what we want to move forward to, the initial card, is the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is air energy, and not saying that you're trying to become an air sign, but this is more about what you would really like to embody. Okay, and this is an air energy, and our clarifier is also an air energy. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. Capricorn wants to become that solid, stable, dynamic, assertive, communicative adult, basically. Even if you're already an adult, please don't take offense to that, but I think you get my meaning. But you want to become that stable, solid, communicative, dynamic person that also is open to new ideas. What did I just say about this? Okay, someone who is also open to new ideas. So this card all by herself, okay, this is someone who has garnered a lot of information from past mistakes, hurts, worries, instances, watching people around her, reading books, watching movies. She has garnered a lot of information over the years, and that's why she's a queen now. But what you want is you want to be this, also with an open mind, okay, and willing to try new things and able to conjure up these brand new ideas, this creativity, okay? This is what Capricorn is wanting to move toward, wanting to become. And so what's the obstacle for you right now? And we'll talk more about love in a second. I just want to get these energies out here. What's the obstacle right now? The obstacle is, Cappies, and you guys know that you work too fucking hard. I have a Capricorn midheaven. I get it. But what you do is you take on way too much. You take on way too much when you first start a project or a relationship or any endeavor. You take on too much. Look at how heavy this is. It's ridiculous. Look at this little tiny twig that this apple is hanging from. I mean, this is about to break at any second. It's too much. It's too heavy. That's what you do. Love you. But it's what you do. So what we're going to talk about next is what your strength is. And then we're going to be moving into how you can manifest more of what you want. So we know the challenge. We know our starting point. We know our end goal. So what is our strength that we can use to help propel us toward our goal? We're talking about love, guys. I mean, shit. You have the capacity for great love. You have the capacity for tenderness. And I think that that's something that a lot of people don't see about Capricorn. Capricorns are kind of, I think one of the reasons, and I've told you guys this in the past, I'll let you see it, and I'm going to put it down for a second so I can talk, because I want to talk about this. One of the things that I've heard and seen with Capricorns in the past is that, we're the boring sign. We're just the workhorse. There's nothing more to us, and Cappies, I'm a Virgo sun with a Taurus rising and a Capricorn midheaven. I've got Earth all over the place in my chart. And so I totally get that, people can kind of perceive us to just be practical all the time, only concerned with money and work. And in some respects, yes, we are workaholics. But, stop accepting when people view you as not being interesting, okay, or not being romantic, or not being exciting, or willing to try new things, because you absolutely are. You have this very romantic side to you, okay? And you are absolutely able to manifest this energy that you want to manifest right now. You're absolutely able. I don't know why I feel the need to say, is anybody familiar with the 80s teen heartthrob Corey Haim? Okay. personal favorite of my childhood. All right. So judge if you will. Maybe next time for Capricorn video, I'll wear my Corey Haim t-shirt for you guys, just as a reminder. Okay. And yes, I just said it. I own a t-shirt with Corey Haim on it. And I if you want me to, leave a comment. I will wear it for you. Here's the proof. Okay. If anybody's familiar with this, unfortunately departed celebrity, this guy was just silly as all get out. He was dynamic. He was charming. He was bouncing off the walls all the time. He was a Capricorn, I think with like a Sag cusp, but he was absolutely a Capricorn. Okay. So you guys need to know, there's your proof, you know, that this Capricorn energy that you're carrying around with you every day, all day long is so much more dynamic and compelling than you really realize. And I'm feeling judged right at the moment. Don't judge. You know, I mean, he was my first love at like 8 years old, and I'm loyal. So whatever. Anyway, your strength is that you absolutely have this romantic, almost like willing to take a risk, willing to do anything for love, even though there's this sort of like deep drive within you to be practical at all times. We all have 12 houses in our chart. So we have many different facets to our personality. This is a side of you that you just need to know not everyone can see all of the time. Okay. And I feel like Capricorn, you guys are holding it back, really. It's kind of your fault that people can't see it in you. Oh, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad. Or do be mad at me. Fuck off if you're mad at me. It's true. You hold it back. You don't let people see it. You have your reasons for it. You have your fears and all that kind of shit. But it's there, and it's not utilizing it, not tapping into it, not leaping into it is what is holding you back from having these experiences in love that you want to have. You know, you do have this side to you that you so desire, okay? Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini do not own the Swords energy, okay? They impart their energy upon the Swords card. And if a Capricorn decides that they want to be a little more like this, you don't have to abandon your Capricorniness. But if you want to embody a little more of this, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. And what a lovely energy if you had that practicality and stability, and you found a way to tap into this more romantic side of yourself and this more dynamic side of yourself that is in there. What a beautiful thing. All right. So we know what our weakness is or our obstacle. We know what our strength is. So what is the energy that we need to utilize to move forward so that we can achieve this? I broke a nail. Damn it. All right, what we need to do, we need some acceptance. Okay. 6 of Wands. All right. Again, I reminded you guys, this deck is very different from the traditional. Well, it's not very different, but it's definitely different. So what we need to understand, Caps, and again, I'm a fellow Earth sign, double Earth, so I totally get it. And, you know, I'm completely single, probably for a reason, because I'm very earthy, very not into it, practical, whatever. I won't get into that. It's not about me, it's about you. You need to understand that there is great risk for disappointment, okay? Even in achievement. 6 of Wands talks about achievement, victory, getting exactly what you want. What you need to understand is that there is still risk involved in that you can get what you want. You can get that person, you can get that relationship, you can get that phone call, that text, or whatever that you were waiting for. Still great risk. It's just how it works, Capricorn. All's fair in love and war. You can be victorious 1 second, you know, pop goes the weasel, and then something else hits you smack in the face, and here we are, and we're in tears. You know, victory can be an itch on the nose. Okay, this is important. You can obtain love, and then you can lose it. And it doesn't take away from the achievement of the obtaining. Okay, and the experiences that came with that, what you learned from it. I'll say it again, I'm getting that really strong, all's fair in love and war. This is about Capricorn. Find your balls. Be brave, okay? Be okay with getting hurt. I'm sorry, but You're going to need to jump in and be willing to take a risk. All right. It's just what's got to happen. Forget what you heard, baby. That's what this is. I just heard that. Like, forget what you heard, baby. Forget what you learned from the past. Take it with you, but be open to trying new things as well. It's not every move that you make, every decision that you make in love is not all about what you learned from the past. You still have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone and be willing to get hurt. Now, we got a card, though, that talked about taking on too much. All right, so there's a balance here, you guys. Being willing to be disappointed, being willing for something to not work out so that you can move on to something better does not mean taking on a burden like this. Just because it hurts doesn't mean you need to carry the burden. You can let that go, okay? That was your obstacle. It's all about you actually learning to let go of these burdens a little bit. Give it a try. If it doesn't work out, dry your tears, move the fuck on. And you know what? That is what a dynamic bitch like this does. Okay? She's like, all right, I'm good. I'm strong. On to the next idea. On to the next thing. All right, let's move on to your piece of advice from the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. We have the moon in the upright. All right. So to me, this is talking about finding that balance actually between intuition and practicality. The moon card in this deck really talks about, and the moon, okay, not just in this deck, but specifically to this reading right now. This talks about a path. Two paths, okay? See, you can go in here or you can go in here, okay? This is where the wisdom is. See these birds around here? They basically have the ability to fly all the way up to the moon, garner the wisdom, and bring it back down to the wolf and the lobster here who can make their choice, okay? Do I want to go the way of intuition and taking a chance? And yes, this does talk about romance. It talks about secrets. And for me, it's like taking that risk when you meet a new person and they're not divulging everything about themselves to you right away and they're kind of holding back a little bit. A Capricorn, a lot of times, is going to default to, they're not opening up to me. I'm done. I'm done. I don't do mystery. Sorry, I don't do that. Cappies, tap into the mystery a little bit. Be willing to get on a ride and see what happens at the end. Be open to it. Because you want love, yes, we all do. That's why you're watching this video. But how you are going to achieve it, this is what's sort of burning in your soul right now, is that I will achieve that when I can become this. Okay. Because that's when I will be brave enough to get in there, bare my soul, be a little romantic, have the willingness to be disappointed, but maybe I won't be. This is just about the willingness to be disappointed, okay? Maybe you won't be. So it's making that choice to follow the intuition a little bit more than you follow your head. Go into the unknown, walk right into the fog, even though you can't necessarily see. Now, if something, also with this card, if something becomes a huge burden and it doesn't work for you and it's painful, well, you can walk away. You can walk away. This is about your willingness to try. That's all that it is. So Cappies, that's what I've got for you this time. I hope that this was helpful to you. This is a new spread yet again. I'm trying to change things up. I've been getting bored and I want to change things up. So I really hope that you like this spread. And again, if you would like to book a private reading with me, if this did not resonate with you for shit and you want to talk about something completely different, I'll read for anything you want. If it did resonate and you want to know more, hit me up as well. To my returning subscribers, I love you guys to pieces. Thank you so much for coming back with me every 2 weeks. And again, if you're new to the channel, thank you for checking me out. Don't forget to hit like, share, subscribe, join our community. We're super, super fun. Let me know what you thought of the new spread. And I will speak to you guys again on the 1st of August. And I hope everyone is enjoying their July so far. So until August 1st, you guys know what to do, Caps. You take very, very good care and be well. All right. Bye-bye.